Did you know that first-time home buyers now make up just 21% of the market, the lowest it's ever been? And the median home price just went up 27% since 2020. If you're ever feeling overwhelmed about your first home, you're not alone. But here's the good news. I'm going to break down everything that you actually need to know before you make it happen. Hey everyone, I'm Ario, and today we're covering the complete first-time home buyer roadmap. Whether you're just starting to save or you're ready to make the next purchase, this video is going to help you save thousands of dollars and help you avoid the mistakes that most buyers make. Let's dive in. The first thing that you need to understand is that your mortgage payment is not your monthly housing costs. Most first-time buyers make this mistake and end up being poor. Your true monthly cost includes your mortgage payment, which is your principal and interest, property taxes, which varies wildly by location and sizes, homeowner insurances, HOA or condo fees, utilities such as water, electricity, gas, trash, and maintenance. Budget about 1 to 4% of your home for annual repairs. A good rule of thumb, your total housing costs should not exceed 30% of your gross income. But honestly, I'd recommend staying closer to 25% so you're not stressed out every month. And here's a tip. You don't necessarily need 20% down. Some loans can go as low as 3.5% or 3% down for qualified buyers. But here's the catch. If you put less than 20%, then you have to pay mortgage insurance, which can add to your monthly payment. Here's what you need to do. Get pre-approved with at least 3 lenders and compare. Pre-approval is not the same as pre-qualification. Pre-approval means a lender has verified your finances and is committed to lending you a specific amount. And usually you have 120 days to decide. And this makes you a serious buyer, and sellers will take your offer seriously. Now there's a closing cost that typically surprises everybody. They typically run 2 to 5% of your purchase price. On, let's say, a $400,000 home, that's $8,000 to $20,000 that you need to put in addition to your down payment. This includes the lender fees, title insurance, appraisal fees, home inspection, which you should not skip, attorney, lawyer fees, recording fees, and transfer taxes. Then there are also moving costs, utilities deposit, moving trucks, movers, immediate repairs, improvements, furnitures if needed. Budget at least $5,000 to $10,000 on top of your down payment, and closing costs should be for these unexpected expenses. How to negotiate like a pro? Here's the thing. In the current market, buyers actually have way more negotiating power than we've had in years. Inventory is up, and in some markets, you can negotiate up to hundreds of thousands of dollars in savings. Let me show you how. Strategy 1 is use your data as weapons. Before you make an offer, have your agent pull out comparable sales, recent sales of similar homes in the area. If the home is overpriced compared to competition, use this data to justify a lower offer. Numbers don't lie, and sellers respect facts. Strategy 2 is understand the seller's motivation. Is the seller in a rush to close? Are they relocating for a job? Have they already bought another property? If they need to move quickly, you can offer a faster closing date or fewer contingencies in exchange for a lower price. Appeal to what they actually need, not just throw out a low number. Strategy 3 is request a seller's concessions. Don't sleep on asking for concessions. Sellers can contribute towards your closing costs, cover the cost of a home warranty, or pay for necessary repairs. This reduces your out-of-pocket expense at closing. In a balanced or buyer's market, this is absolutely on the table. Strategy number 4 is negotiate repairs strategically. After your home inspection, you'll likely find some issues. Negotiate all major repairs, things like roof damage, HVAC problems, or structural issues. For minor cosmetic stuff, you can let go of those if you're trying to negotiate a price down. Pick your battles. And strategy number 5, don't show your full hand. Start with a strong but reasonable offer, not your absolute maximum. This gives you room to negotiate up if needed. If you come in too low, you might offend the seller. If you offer your max right away, you have nowhere or no room to go. Strategy number 6, be prepared to walk away. And this is the most powerful negotiation tool you have. If the numbers don't work, if the sellers won't budge on the critical issues, or if your gut says something's off, walk away. There's plenty of other houses out there. Desperation will just cost you money. And you're going to think, when should I buy? Does timing matter? You've probably heard, don't try to time the market. But timing actually absolutely matters for the first-time home buyer who's trying to stretch their dollars. There's a seasonal timing. According to recent data, mid-October and winter times, specifically in October, November, December, offers a rare trifecta. There's more listings, lower prices, and low competition. Buyers can save additionally up to tens and thousands of dollars compared to the summer, compared to peak prices during this window. And then there's interest rate considerations. Monitor mortgage rates, but don't obsess over timing the absolute bottom. You can always refinance later if the rates drop, but you can't renegotiate your purchase price. Buy with resale in mind. Even if you plan to live in your first home for years, you need to think about resale value from day one. And here's what matters the most. Location is important. You've heard this 1,000 times, but it's true. Location is the single biggest factor in resale value. Look for proximity to good schools, access to public transport, walkability to shopping, dining, parks, low crime rates, and well-maintained neighborhoods. Homes with desirable views like water, mountains can increase the value by 15 to 80%. You can't change the location, so prioritize this over cosmetic features. Historical pricing data. Look at the home's sale history. Has it appreciated over time, or has it been stagnant? Tax records show every time the property has been sold and for how much. If a home has consistently appreciated, that's a good sign. If it's been flat or declining, ask why. Energy efficiency adds value. Modern home buyers prioritize energy efficiency to lower monthly bills. Look for energy efficient windows and doors, quality insulations, newer HVAC systems, tankless water heaters, Energy Star appliances, and solar panels. Ask the seller about their monthly utility bills, and if they're sky high, factor in efficiency upgrades before you buy. Size and layout matter. Larger homes with more bedrooms and bathrooms generally have a higher resale value, but usability also matters too. Open floor plans, flexible spaces, and modern layouts are highly sought after. A 3-bedroom with a great layout beats a cramped 4-bedroom layout every time. Here are some red flags that can hurt your resale. Avoid homes with these issues: foundational problems or flooding history, being the most expensive home of the block, heavy customizations or unusual layouts, major deferred maintenances, being on a busy street or near power lines. Here are some 7 deadly mistakes that you should be avoiding. Mistake number 1 is shopping before your pre-approval. You're wasting time and possibly falling in love with homes that you can't afford, so get the pre-approval first. Mistake number 2 is ignoring your credit score. Your credit score directly impacts your interest rate. A difference of even half a percentage points costs you tens and thousands of dollars over 30 years. So check your credit now, not when you're ready to buy. Mistake number 3 is skipping home inspection. I don't care if a seller has a recent home inspection report, get your own independent inspection. Spending $400 to $600 on home inspection can save you up to tens and thousands of dollars in repairs later on. Mistake number 4 is not getting insurance quotes. Mistake number 5, buying based on emotions. Yeah, fresh paint looks nice, but you're buying the location, the layout, the sunlight, and the structure. Things that you cannot change. Cosmetic issues are easy to fix. Mistake number 6, maxing out your budget. Just because you're approved for $500,000 doesn't mean you should spend all $500,000. Leave yourself some breathing room for life, vacations, emergencies, and retirement savings. Mistake number 7, taking on a new debt. During your mortgage process, do not finance a car, open new credit cards, or make any large purchases. Lenders can check your credit before closing, and I've seen deals fall apart because buyer bought some furnitures on their credit cards before closing. If this video has helped you, smash that like button and subscribe because I'm creating a whole series on real estate and investing and personal finance. Drop a comment below telling me where you are in your home buying journey, and are you just starting to save or are you ready to make the offers? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos where we're going to help you build wealth through investment.